Guys, that was what we were talking about. That was at CBET, and right now we are already in Game 2. We just wanted to go ahead and bring everyone back. This is Game 2 of the India Grand Finals of the Intel Extreme Masters qualifiers for Singapore. Right now in the bottom right corner, we have RVX Chrissy, also known as Varun, who's just done an extractor trick to go ahead and give him one more drone than his supply would allow. And in the top left corner, Mayank, who tried a really unorthodox technique in the first game, but didn't really work out, is probably going to go ahead and play more solid this time. And we have from Team Axis the green Mayank.
Yeah, and so we have game 2 here, and this time people are deciding for a more of a normal match and nothing funky coming out. But you saw the Zerg player actually scouting to the far end of the map just to see if make sure that there's nothing fishy there, and now able to go into the base of the Protoss players to double check that everything is okay. On the contrary, Mayank is now posting up his probe towards the expansion of the Zerg player to make sure he does not expand. This is that annoying part of the game which has been set. It's religiously followed by all Protoss players, and just to see how long they can delay. It's like a mini game before the match actually starts. So here we are. The drone is here. Probe is blocking him, and now decides to kind of circle big.
I love this dance. This is always, you know what you should do? You should just have it done. And the juke happens.
Yeah. And you know what? Sometimes it's really, really annoying with this, and you have to wait for actually your spawning pool to finish, which just finished now, and then wait for your Zerglings to come out, because now Probe not only has blocked your expansion for long enough, and now he's also put a pylon outside your base. Really annoying play. Next is being dropped down as well. So both the expansions are actually coming out around the same time, and Protoss is now comfortably putting a photon cannon as well.
Okay, so I have a question. Do you think it makes sense just to go ahead and do that dance, or does it just better to go ahead and put in a pylon, cancel, put in a pylon, cancel?
We'll put in pylon, cancel. Will still make you lose some money. See if you can do the dance, Game of Thrones first, and then the moment you have no health left, that's the point where you put a pylon and kind of walk away from the scene, because there's no point fighting anymore. You're gonna lose that probe. And again, the point is to delay it as much as you can. Some people actually even just leave the pylon there. Some people cancel it because the point of delaying long enough was it's made because Zerglings are also coming out right after that.
Right.
So 4 Zerglings will be able to take down that pylon very quickly.
And the question, so he's now already, he knows it is 2, he's gone for his third standard Zerg, stay one base ahead. I think this is a perfect block actually. I don't even know whether he can go ahead and get his list 2 probes out in once that is there. Would you actually expand on the back of this?
For a Zerg player, this is the perfect time to expand.
No, for a Protoss.
After this or before this?
Now, would he expand now? Because
No. This is the thing is, if you look at his third base, he has 2 entrances. It's gonna be really hard to defend that base as well. And a Zerg player can easily just throw all of his lava into all of a sudden an army. And from 3 bases and 3 queens, he can throw like 56 Zerglings at you in no time. So even if he puts 2 cannons up there, they'll just eat right through it. So it's going to be a bit risky play. Of course, he can just hide an expo there, but choosing not to. Playing safe.
Absolutely. So while we're getting into this game, I think this is going to be a strong macro game. I think this more the standard way that people play. Let's look at some technical aspects of this. We are seeing about 130 to 150 APM for both the players, which is kind of okay. In terms of just a unit count and a comparison, you would be able to go ahead and see there is 42 Youngmi drones versus 36 probes. And that should be fine in terms of this. As far as the production goes, we are not looking at something out of the box. There is a Roach Warren that is being built up, and then there is a robotics to go ahead and counter that. So a fairly strong standard build for both guys. If they go this way, then Roaches will be countered by the Robo.
The build is probably going for what we saw last game of Mayank, where he's gonna do that the insane push at around 9-10 minutes with a bunch of what's it called, Immortals and a whole bunch of ground army. It was Immortal sentries. That push is actually very difficult for a Zerg player to stop. But I believe Varun does have the experience of stopping this. He has all the prerequisites ready already. His layer is on the way, so and he'll probably get the speed as well. So the point of stopping that push is just to have a good surround. A bunch of Zerglings, a bunch of roaches, and a good surround around the sentry and Immortal army, and Immortal shooting at the Zerglings while roaching doing a lot of damage is the way of handling that situation.
Yeah, so we have an in-base expansion coming in here, and we have a full expansion coming here with a couple of pylons, and there should be a couple of better creep spreads. So a couple of creep tumors here, and a creep tumor here would go ahead and really help. I think he is connecting this fairly well, so he'd be fairly mobile, and he'd slowly need to start moving up to move his creep spread across. In terms of developments, there is Protoss ground level 1, models coming in, a couple of photons, more sentries. So the standard sentry immortal build is coming in. And on the other side, we don't see the layer is, there's a Hydralisk which is coming in. So now that's a fairly different way to go ahead and react to this, because the DPS that the Hydralisk will bring in will be really good. And this is a really late speed, but he has built the speed. And while we're talking about it, another expansion goes down here.
And yeah, another expansion, Aspire is going down as well. He has all the options open. He has seen the expansion from the Protoss as well, giving him the chance to kind of have all the tech open to him. He might make a few Mutalisks to do some harass, but I think he might just be going for that ground army build. But let's not forget Robotic Bay is on the way, and Colossus will do a lot of damage to those Hydralisks.
Yeah, well, I think this is getting into the stage where something will start happening very soon, because these guys are moving. They're already at about 100 supply, and they should expand into this. This base will start functioning right about now. Just wanted to check whether he can see everything. Yeah, he sees everything. And this on this way, this has not been scouted out currently. So.
And look at the drone count to probe count. 75 drones to 58 probes, and production
it's 90 to 58 right now, yeah.
So no, it's I see 75 harvesters. Okay, there you go, touching 90 now. And that's a lot of drones, so he should be putting a lot of spine crawlers as well.
I like this Zealot. He really hopes to do something. Now he doesn't.
He really wanted to kill. There you go, that pylon being scouted out. Interestingly, in this game, he did not put a lot of pylons all over the map. He put one pylon right now, and it's gone.
Yeah. The question is, this is a flying pylon. If he can do something fun with this, he might actually be able to do it. It has a Zealot in it, which has not been scouted out.
A Zealot nicely hiding in there, just, I'm safe.
And now this army is fairly mobile, and they should start moving and going and checking everything. And he's been seeing the stream. Both of them have been watching each other's matches, so he knows that there should be these random pylons which are there. And here goes the 3 Zealots, and they should start working something into the base which is there. But they'll get countered fairly well. This whole army comes in. This Warp Prism should get out of there right now, and it does.
And finally, the speed upgrade for the Hydralisk should be done soon, so they'll be able to move fairly quickly.
And he's not seen this. He's gonna lose that in about 1 shot, 2 shots, and boom.
Yep.
And here comes the Mutaball from this other angle, and they should start going and working into the base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
11 workers killed in total, and Protoss is just hoping to make that big ball of the death ball.
Yeah.
And he's working at that, but he doesn't have any option. He can't move out right now.
And here comes the attack back in. I think he'll be able to go ahead and.
A lot of mutas flying around right now. Actually, if you look at the units, you'll see 22 mutas on the field right now.
Yeah.
And one muta just kind of passing by over the death ball, not good day for him.
And he's like, whatever. One shmun. And here goes the attack again. And while that happens, there's a dual-pronged attack here. There goes the sentries. The sentries should be able to go ahead and do some kind of a block. and they should be able to go ahead and hold that. But as soon as the army moves, here comes the Muda ball again.
Yeah, the first big question here is how does he split the army? Can he split the army? Can he not split the army?
No, he really can't split the army, and the army should be going back, and they're all going and trying and getting around this Colossus, but that's not going to go happen. The base is getting nearly taken out, which is there.
These Colossus could be in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, those Colossus were right in the front, and the second army moving in. So Protoss is really moving back and forth, trying to do all he can, and Zerg is doing a lot of damage, especially sitting at 100, 200 supply now, and he can even choose to lose a couple of units here and there. I don't know why he's dancing back and forth right now, actually. Muta's doing more damage, taking down those extra gateways at the doors, and you see Protoss army taking advantage of the fact that the death wall really cannot split. Doing a lot of damage, and Archon is out, can do a lot of damage to these Mutalisks, so he has to be careful now.
And a couple of more Archons should be coming in right about now, with a couple of High Templars going and whopping in. And now the flank for these Mutas should go ahead and change. Remember, these guys are 0-0 right now. He's not really worked on the upgrades, and the upgrades should be coming in right about now. And Mayank, they're working very actively on. And here he goes into the base. He'll be able to go ahead and pick off a lot of the economy. This is massacre. This is like McDonald's and chicken, man.
Yep, basically KFC and chicken. How about that?
No, KFC and chicken.
This is all the drones being lost, and
while that is happening,
63
and here should be the attack back again on all the new developing economy. All the gateways will start going down. And
yeah, this is not looking good, and this should be a GG anytime now. The Protoss death ball is sitting together, but there's not much they can do. They're being attacked at 3 fronts at the same time.
Yeah.
And this is GG for the Protoss. And look at the Zerg, 200 maxed out army, has 4,000 minerals and 2,000 gas right now. He can make anything on just a simple command, whatever he wants to make.
Yeah.
And he can't move out of the base because the moment he moves out, Zerg will just be able to eat everything.
Yeah. And this is what I would say, great macro expand here. He kept on expanding. You know, Varun plays a really good, solid macro game, and although it didn't work out last time, I'd like to go ahead and do a call out here. I think the Nikunj style of playing, or even what Mayank was playing earlier with his drops, with his harass, is the only way to go ahead and beat a solid macro player like Varun. I don't think you can go ahead and anyone else has the skill to go ahead and go on a macro battle with him.
Yeah, now the Protoss army is moving out. Zerg simply has to go in and eat all the buildings left behind, basically. Or he can even choose to engage this, because this is almost the army count should be actually.
he just buffed up his army. Did you see?
Yep.
He's like, what? How did he get so many Archons? Maybe he'll go ahead and draw some of these guys back because of that.
And look at the amount of spine calls that are here.
Yeah, he just doesn't care. He's just gonna go. Oh, he's actually pulling back? No, he's not.
This is just one-way battle for the Protoss player. He can't do much. He's just moving in for an attack. And look at the amount of spine crawlers here.
He's just like, welcome to Spine Crawler Central.
Yeah, and those 43 mutas are destroying everything. More mutas on the way. There's 14 mutas on the way as well. And now bringing the total up to 57, 60 mutas. And Protoss finally has broken through that line of spine crawlers with barely any army left. And mutas are simply just gonna eat all the whatever's left behind.
Yeah, they're just two-shotting everything. This is a 0-2 army, remember. And that should be about a GG very soon.
Yep, game 2 going in favor of the Zerg player again. We'll be moving on to game 3 after this. There you go, GG, well played.
GG, well played, man, well played. Guys, so that's the news. Game 2 has been taken, and we now have a 5-minute break coming up as soon as they select the match. And while we do that, let's go ahead and talk to everyone in the stream and see what's everyone been saying.
Yep.
Yeah, guys, that it is a good game. It just ended right now. So, what do you guys think about the match? Let us know. And while you go ahead and respond, we'll take a small break. Show you about a 9 minute